a former King of the Ring. He is a former Royal Rumble winner, former Mr. Money in the Bank, a former World Heavyweight Champion, a former WWE Champion, and you can check him out in the brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the one and only Sheamus!
Wait for the intro there, you know? So, intro's over.
Intro's over.
How's everybody doing? That's great. There goes my voice.
All right, that's gone.
That's gone.
Awkward Q&A for the next 30
I just made that so awkward, I apologize to everybody. I was so excited to get through the door, I didn't know that I have to do some sort of introduction, whatever, but delighted to be here in Philadelphia again. The home of this first city I ever saw my first WWE Raw live in 2002, so it's a very special city for me, even though I get so much abuse and stick from the people of Philly, so it's a kind of love-hate thing, you know. I love Philly, they hate me, so I'm alright with that.
2002 has been that long already.
Well, I didn't debut then, that was the first show. I was over here training in the Monster Factory in New Jersey, so I came over for the first Raw.
So I know you don't like the new era and all, but come on. I didn't think you were that old era.
Not that old, yes. Thanks very much.
Well, congratulations, of course, first and foremost, on being in the new Ninja Turtles movie.
That's awesome. Very exciting. Very exciting.
I'm a little upset, to be honest. Not you, but I'm upset that Wizard World had a screening of the movie last night, and they planned it so poorly that I could not see it. To be able to see how you do in this movie.
Well, the great thing is, it's just coming in the movie theaters.
I know.
So we got plenty of time and no excuses.
No, but I want to see it last night. So I would be able to talk about it a little bit better, a little bit, you know, a little deeper, without spoilers here today.
That's okay, I can fill you in.
All right. Give us all the spoilers then, all right.
You're like, does everyone want the spoilers? Alright, okay, here it goes. Sorry.
I'm sure you've been asked this a million times. Were you a Ninja Turtles fan before being asked to be, or auditioning for this movie?
Yeah, I was a huge Ninja Turtles fan. Just like everybody else who grew up with a kid in the 80s, you know, late 80s and early 90s, I watched the cartoon every morning before I went to school. Huge fans of the franchise and even bigger fans of Rocksteady and Bebop.
And I guess this would be spoiler territory, but is there a chance for you to continue this character?
Oh, I'd love to, you know. I had so much fun doing this movie. Is that Steve Amell there in the back? Steve, what's going on? You're supposed to be doing you're supposed to be the signing, right? This fella, unbelievable.
Man, many words.
He doesn't say much, do you? No, huge fans of going. I mean, I'd love to do a third. I think the great thing about the second one is, if you're a fan like me, or we're a fan like me, the cartoon, the original cartoon, there's a lot of characters that we haven't seen before, like obviously Krang and you know, Baxter, and now Bebop and Rocksteady. We got those yellow pack villains, Tokar and Razor in Secret of Use back in the 90s. I know myself as a kid was very disappointed to see him, but now finally we get to bring them to the big screen, and I couldn't be prouder to you know, play the role of Rocksteady along with Gary as Bebop.
And Vanilla Ice did update Ninja Rap for the anniversary as well.
It's #1 on my playlist.
And did Kevin ask you the advice? He was in Turtles 2 as Super Shredder.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
7 foot tall,
A lot of
huge. That's someone said to me, like 2 former WWE World Heavyweight Champions in the Turtles franchise, the old one and the new one. But no, I didn't. People keep asking me if I asked Kevin Nash for advice, but I think he blocked me.
Imagine Mike 3.
If I did that, my man would never talk to me again. Actually,
Serious question.
that.
Was Marty Jannetty thrown through the window, or did he jump through the window? That's this for everybody now, so.
I think he just stumbled and fell through the window.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Yes, said that last night.
That's it. These jeans, I wonder if these jeans are really tight. I haven't broken them. Go ahead.
So with the new brand split coming up and the new era, who are you looking forward to facing Like, there wasn't anybody you haven't faced yet, or just that you haven't gone with it a lot?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in the ring with all these new guys. I think that it's what keeps WWE going. NXT has been a massive success, and like right now I'm going to a program with Apollo Crews I'm pretty excited about. I can't believe I'm on the road 7 years already. So it's important for me and WWE to, always have a fresh influx of talent, new blood, because not only for you guys watching at home, it also brings in a lot of new matches for us who like wrestled a million times. I don't know if everyone remembers me and Del Rio wrestled 700 times. Everyone was so excited about that feud. I love working. Del Rio still is one of my favorite opponents. He's very aggressive. He's very strong. And the matches we had on live events and everything were to me some of my best. But I am excited about this. I think Apollo Crews, there's so, you look at Soft, you know what I mean? Big Cass and Enzo, they're so charismatic together, the two of them, and they work so well. I got Baron Corbin, so you got the club coming in with AJ. I wrestled AJ for the first time a couple of weeks in Raw, really enjoyed it, and Sami Zayn. I think Apollo, though, to me, is one who's got the most natural talents. I just got to find, I'm looking forward to bringing out an aggressive Apollo Crews, because he's so happy and he's so happy to be there. He's got that big smile on his face. I'm pretty sure by the end of it, he'll just be like, he just want to tear me head off. But that's the goal, right? The goal is to help these new talent come in, bring the best out of them, which also brings the best out of ourselves. And as I said, be 4-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I'm happy with everything I've done, and I'm just looking forward to helping the next bunch of guys coming through. That's my job right now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Don't ask about the Mary Jannetty question or anything.
Are you going to do a moonsault or anything on Apollo?
Yeah, I'll do a moonsault on Apollo. And that'll be the end of my career.
Sheamus, how you doing, man?
How's it going? You videotaping while you're talking? It's not, it's multi-talent, everybody.
As the intro said, you got the Royal Rumble win, you've done the Money in the Bank, accomplished so much. What's left for you? What are you trying to accomplish left?
The only thing I haven't won is the Intercontinental Championship. That's the one title I really want to get my hands on. I've never been tag champion again, but I've always really prided myself on being a singles wrestler. Right now, I'm just looking forward to helping the new talent. You know what I mean? Bringing the best out of them, and I'm just fresh matches, fresh opponents, and just helping drive the company forward. Especially with this brand split coming up, in the next month or two, with the roster being cut in half. I think it's going to be very exciting. SmackDown was great for me with Daniel Bryan, because we were literally, I've said this a couple of times, we were doing 2-minute segments, 5-minute segments on Raw at one stage. I remember we were going into Mania, I got pedigreed through a table, and then Daniel Bryan got laid out by The Miz, and that was the end of our US title match being on the main show. So unfortunately, the great thing was when to SmackDown, we reinvented ourselves, or we really we started getting momentum behind us, and SmackDown helped me, Brian, and a wealth of other superstars and wrestlers rebuild themselves. And I think that's the great thing about this brand split. There's so much talent that's not used to their full potential. They're all going to get an opportunity now. You're not. The only thing that irks me or annoys me is when you watch Raw and then you watch SmackDown. It's just a rematch from Raw, So I'm excited about the potential of how many of you guys can step out here. I just thought Steve Amell there just jumped from one chair to the other, but there's actually two Steve Amells. It's getting very confusing. This is like watching V for Vendetta. There you go.
Awesome. And just really quick, if you were to main event WrestleMania, past, present, future, who are you trying to go against?
Brock Lesnar.
On the topic of the brand splits, the last time WWE tried it, it still felt, right or wrong, that Raw was still the priority over SmackDown, taped or not.
Yeah.
Now with SmackDown going live, that's a huge step in the right direction. But Raw's still 3 hours to SmackDown's 2. Can SmackDown really be on the same level as Raw? Can be treated the same if it has less?
Absolutely, of course it can. It's on both of them on the USA Network. SmackDown can actually become bigger than Raw, as far as I'm concerned, because first of all, you got the Monday night situation with football and everything. Not taking any away. To me, I'd rather watch Raw any day of the week than NFL. I'm not really the biggest NFL fan, but I think that I am an NFL fan, but if Raw's on, you know what I mean? I feel like that's the primary show. But with SmackDown on Tuesdays, they're both live. They've both got the same amount of talent. I just believe that who knows what can happen. There's going to be a huge competition between the two shows, and I feel like SmackDown could definitely become bigger than Raw.
Hey, Sheamus, how you doing?
How's it going?
So I was front row ringside in December when you dropped to Roman.
Yeah,
In Philly.
right here in Philly, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me that.
There's a good question tied to it. Does it, and a title change at Raw is something we never see, right? Does it hurt less when it's something that only happens 2 times a decade and you get to be a part of that match, which was an incredible match?
First of all, thank you. And second of all, no, I think it's great. I mean, that unpredictability I feel is missing a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I think when was the last time that the WWE World Heavyweight Championship switched up?
2011 was the last time it happened at Raw, yeah.
And
It
who
was
was
the last time, because it's been vacated a couple times, but the last time it was won in a match was 2011.
Okay.
So it had been 5 years
Yeah. I mean,
since, yeah.
listen, I know for a fact that, like, my job has always been to be a heel. When I came back with those beads, that mad looking shocked look that I had, that the women loved. I mean, I was beating women away with a stick after that look. That's why I had to change. I was like, these women won't leave me alone, you know what I mean? So, plus, they're all blind, but that doesn't really matter. But I came back with that shocked look, you know, and I just wanted to basically do something different, and I'd already come back from an injury with the same look. So my job has always been a heel. Like, I don't want to be a cool heel. I just want to be a heel that's hated, you know. And obviously, no matter who I'm against, I want to make sure that my job is for the babyface, the good guy, to be cheered. And the greatest thing for me was, like, you know, Roman's got some stick over time, especially with, you know, the internet crowd. They feel like someone's getting that push and stuff, that they're going to be like, you know, oh, I'm going to give him the stick. It's not, you know, because that's the company are behind them. But when we were in Philly and they were chatting Roman Reigns in Philadelphia of all places, and they're hating me. I was like, this is the best feeling in the world. Like, losing that title that night was, it was incredible. Just being in that match was incredible. Knowing, stepping away when the crowd were chanting his name, and the night before we were in Boston at the ladder match, or the TLC match, it was just, I knew I'd done my job. That's my job, you know what I mean? And the fact that they were cheering his name at the end and the place was going bananas, it was a great feeling. You know, that night we both won, and that's all that mattered to me.
Cool, awesome, thank you.
Thank you. That's a lovely t-shirt. I was wondering who bought my the one Sheamus 550 shirt. Was there one person bought this shirt? There you are. Thanks very much.
The only one.
I think it's the only one, is it? Oh, there's 2 of them. 2. I sold 2, 3, 4. I don't talk to WWE shop because they only told me I sold 1, so short change me.
Wrestler, and I'm going to see soon how great of an actor you are. I was wondering if you have any goals that you haven't accomplished yet.
Great question. I do have goals. I feel like this movie, to get a chance to act in this movie as such an iconic character as Rocksteady, definitely has given me the bug to do more movies. I know Batista and The Rock have definitely opened the door, and I feel like with this, hopefully with this character, you know, I'll be able to kick the door open for myself. Obviously, it's going to be hard for me to balance both, but like WWE is still my primary. It's a primary goal. I love WWE. It's what I'm all about. It's all I've ever wanted to do. So I was able to juggle these two jobs together. You know, between live events and TV. I was flying to New York to the set and trying to like juggle them both, which was it was pretty hard, but it was so much fun. It didn't really matter. But I would definitely love to do some more movies. I'm a huge fan of the Spider-Man comics. I'm a huge fan of Venom. I love to play Venom. Eddie Brock. I felt when I watched Spider-Man 3, Topher Grace played a role, and no offense to him, he didn't look like Eddie Brock, you know what I'm saying? He looked like Eddie Brock just went on a hunger strike for 2 years. So I love to play that. I love to get involved in the Marvel Universe. All these things, like, because I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Universe, you know, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. I definitely want to do a lot more acting, and I definitely get involved in more of that side. And I think, you know, hopefully everything goes well. I feel like I can bring justice to this, because a lot of the roles in the Marvel Universe, I see a lot of the characters, the people who play the characters, and again, it's a casting thing, but like I feel like they're not really believable as that, you know what I mean, as that character. And I feel like I could definitely be biased. I could bring a lot more to some of those things. Like I said, like Eddie Brock in Spider-Man.
You said in a couple of interviews that you were a big Ultimate Warrior fan when you were a kid.
I was.
So, Who's your favorite Ultimate Warrior opponent of all time?
It'd have to be Hogan, right? I think the Hogan match with Warrior was. I remember being in such a huge debate with everybody in the school. I was in a choir, and Granny made me join this choir. Had a ridiculous bowl haircut and this long like robe and stuff. It was. Jesus. I just think of God Lord. Anyway, so the biggest thing in school was the WrestleMania 6. WWE was taking off like full blast at that time, 1990. And I just remember, or 89 or 90, I can't remember the year, but I just remember like there was a huge debate. People were going for Hogan, people were going for Warrior. It was such like a conflict because never really before you'd seen a babyface match. I just remember like just being so, like, I missed the whole Hogan era thing. I've said this a million times in interview. I kind of just never really got it. I was Macho Man Randy Savage before that. Warrior's intensity just drew me in. The way he just shook, like, ran to the ring, shook the ropes. It was just the way, like, his gear. He's such a presence about him and the color, you know, colorful image and, so, you know, like, just mad, intense, you know what I mean? So I just was drawn towards him. And that Hogan Warrior match, I remember just being on the edge of my seat, like, I was gonna win, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't know what way he was gonna go, and when Warrior won, it was just an unbelievable experience. Like, as a kid, I was just so pumped. I was like, go on, Warrior, you're a good thing, yeah, go on! And then all the other people were Hogan, I was like, yeah, you know. That's it, I was gonna say, well, PG, right? Thanks. What's the story? Can you someone lower the mic there for that little fella? Thank you.
What was your favorite WWE match you were in?
Favorite WWE match, without a doubt, had to be Daniel Bryan, 2 out of 3 falls, Extreme Rules in Chicago. Best match ever. I missed that shot, man. I missed it.
Did you like being on the League of Nations?
Sorry, what's the League of Nations? What's that? What was that? League of what?
Nations.
Nations. Weirdo. I don't really know what that is. Is it something new or something? Is it like a boy band or something?
Can you tell us about it?
It's the tag team you were on at WrestleMania.
You know what's weird? I bumped my head there the other night. And I can't remember anything over the last 4 months. It's really weird. I mean, I even got an image of how to create a flux capacitor there when I hit my head. So, I'm sorry. I don't. Do you want to know any other questions? You want to ask me?
How many times have you had the heavyweight championship?
4 times. Yeah. Thank you. Great question. Hello? Hello? Hey, what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, how are you?
Good.
Good. What's your question?
Do you practice?
Do I practice? Try to practice the guitar as much as possible. I still suck though. And the piano. And football. And baseball, if you saw the worst throw in the history of first pitches in Tampa. By the way, when I did that, I was just trying to demonstrate how not to throw the baseball. Because there's so many videos out there how to throw properly. I wanted to do a video that said, this is how you don't throw at the first pitch. Thank you. Congrats, give her a favor. It's not embarrassing to go up here and ask you questions. So both of you, fair play. Congratulations. Thanks, Sarah.
What would you have to say to the bullies that bullied you?
All I have to say is, look at me now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Sheamus.
Hello.
Julian.
Julian.
I want to know your thoughts on the Ricochet versus Willow Spray match.
All right, yeah, I just saw some stuff on social media about that, yeah. What I saw, I didn't see the full match, because I've been bouncing around so much, but what I saw was amazing athleticism from both of them. I saw the opening thing they did, and it was unbelievable. I mean, I could probably do that if I really, really wanted to, but, you know, I don't want to show up anybody. No, it was incredible what they did, like what they can do, you know. And I've always been a fan of all types of wrestling. So, sorry.
I was going to also ask, do you think there's a lost art of storytelling in professional wrestling?
Sorry, for some reason I was thinking here in the microphone. That doesn't work that way. Is there a lost art? I think the business has come a long way. I don't think it's a lost art. I think it's all on the individual, on the match and the story of the match. There's certain different situations, like on Raw you'll have a random match or a cold match it's shorter. You'll have a feud match or something, you know. What do they call that? Not a feud, a grudge match. You know what I mean? And there's different types of matches and there's different types of stories being told for every match. I don't think the art of storytelling is lost. I think it's changed, and it's also different for each individual match and each individual feud. I always try and tell a story of mine, but I feel the stuff. If you're talking about the stuff with Ricochet, it was to me, it was a little bit Cirque du Soleil. But that's not taking away what they're doing, because there's an audience for that as well. It all depends on the audience that you're performing to. Everything works. Everyone has a different flavor. Like you say with pay-per-view, for WWE pay-per-view, you go look at Money in the Bank. People are there to see different matches and different styles, or something will stick out to them. Obviously, there's always the main event, whether it's for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship or some Money in the Bank ladder match. But there's different matches in there with different flavors that people will want to see. It's all on the individual. And I think the great thing about WWE and wrestling is that a lot of the matches and a lot of the things can cater to that. I do this with my hands, it makes me really know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Sheamus.
Let's go.
Hi. Either you or somebody else running your Twitter account liked my tweet about this, so I felt obliged to now ask it. What was it like working with Krang?
Krang was amazing. The only thing about Krang was he was just very sloppy, you know what I mean? Very, very bad hygiene. Just real unhygienic. I'm a very hygienic guy, you know, so as long as you keep 7 feet away from him, you know, you're okay.
Well, actually, I was always like working with, you know, motion capture and green screen and people with tennis balls and whatever.
Tennis balls. Was it Maria Sharapova? She wasn't there now at all. But it was fun. It was a fun time. The CGI was great crack. The acting stuff, like being in there with Gary Anthony Williams, who plays Bebop, was just tremendous fun. And I think the hardest part for me and him, or for me anyway, was when we were doing the transformation from ourselves to the Rhino and the Warthog. So it was just a situation where, like, these things are happening, like your arms, okay, now your arm is starting to grow, so you act to that, and your face is growing, your head's changing. So we're doing all that. We did that in ourselves in the costume, and then we switched over to the CGI suits, which are very, very form-fitting. And Gary didn't even want to take his off. It was very, very weird. It's like he's found his new Saturday night party gear. So yeah, it's good crack. It was great. The great thing about the movie, the Turtles movie, was everybody was so cool. I went in for the WWE background. I had no idea what to expect, what was going to happen. But like from Andrew Form, Dave Green, Brad, you know, obviously Michael Bay gave us the massive opportunity. It was so much fun. Like I get off the plane from Raw and I'd be knackered, like no sleep at all, go to set. Three double espresso in me, and I was just ready to go. But I was just having so much fun. It was so easy to be a part of that. And it was a pretty sad moment. We all broke up after we wrapped the final day.
Thanks.
Thanks. Did Sami Zayn just give you that for free? That's sure.
How you doing? My name's Jeremy. I'm your 5th t-shirt sale. Just want to let you know.
Yeah,
I salute you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Of the male roster.
Hey, you just asked you a question there.
Why are you not wearing it?
Why are you not wearing it?
Oh. Not a big fan.
No, I'm just kidding. Male number 2. You get him an arrow there, will you? Shiny goods. You pulled out an imaginary arrow. That's the best doctor I've ever seen one in my life.
I'm not afraid of you. Cody Rhodes beat you up. Anywho.
You're off to a great start, by the way.
It's all good. Of the male roster, excuse my language, who's the biggest douchebag?
That would have to be me. Yeah.
Besides you. Who's the biggest crybaby? Like, who kicks a fit and gets what they want?
Who cries all the time? Cena, man. Cena. No, Vince, no! I don't want to meet you.
Thank you very much.
I just want to ask, what was it like when your first day title in within 6 months of your career?
It was incredible. I can't explain it in words. Standing there in the ring with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in my hand was unbelievable. Like I had no idea what was going to happen. I didn't find out until that morning, or actually in the afternoon. And that's full credit to Cena. You know what I mean? For everything he did for me in that match. But it really put me on the map, and it was unbelievable. It's like if you won it right now. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how I felt. Hey,
Hi, how are you?
Great. How you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
My question is, who's your favorite diva in wrestling?
Who's my favorite diva in wrestling? Obviously, being Irish and being biased, I have to say Becky Lynch.
I'm a very good fan of Becky Lynch. She's awesome.
She is awesome. She's a great talker, unbelievable wrestler, and she's hard as nails. And she's going to be a future WWE Divas champion. I don't know when, but she definitely will.
She's also saying your opinion is correct.
Thank you. Thank you for thanks very much. Thanks, darling.
All right. I wanted to ask with the upcoming brand split, like, where are you hoping to go, and do you think it's going to help kind of the quality of everything that's going on in WWE right now?
I have no idea where we're going to go. As I said, I will go wherever they need me to go, whether it's Raw, whether it's SmackDown. It doesn't. I really feel like there's no superior product right going forward, because with SmackDown Live and Raw Live, they're both equal. Like the problem with SmackDown before, obviously, in the past has been to change the network so many times. There's live, to be a baseball game on, it would get bumped to a different time slot. Now with these two shows, like both live, both action is happening, and both a unique roster, which I'm sure will be very balanced. I feel like you can't lose. This is gonna push WWE forward into the future, and I think it's gonna be, as I said, so much new talent now, so many fresh matches, and I feel like right now we're overexposed, especially when you do Raw and SmackDown every week. There's a lot of, like you see, and pay-per-views. It's like three nights in a row, or Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. I think this is gonna be a great way to not overexpose the guys and keep everything fresh.
Somebody I heard on a podcast, I can't remember where, and they were like, oh, they should cut it and do 2.5 hours for each show. And that would get your 5 hours for both. Because Raw can go a little long.
I think Raw 6 hours. Let's push for 6 hours of Raw.
Match. Yeah, cool. And follow-up question, where are you going for pints later?
I'm going where Timmy White says so. So Timmy White will know all of you.
All right, I will follow Timmy.
Timmy? What's that, Timmy?
I said, finally you said something truthful.
Timmy's the boss. I wanted to say one thing before we wrap up. I know.
I love this guy. I remember his tryout match over in England. He's been a great kid, and I traced his career. He's an exceptional person. I'm glad to have him as a friend.
Before I go, first of all, you are the man, fella. My man, bro. Before I go, I got this awesome comic. It's from Comics and Ponies. It's actually Bebop and Rocksteady Destroy Everything. It's issue 1, and I felt like, watching this movie, I felt like myself and Gary could definitely carry our own franchise. So, you know what I mean? This is an example of how big the iconic characters Rocksteady and Bebop are. But I just want to say, if you haven't seen this is deadly. I'm actually going to give this to that last girl. Where's she gone? The girl that's asking me the question, the Divas champion? Is she gone outside? Please go grab her.
Maybe your answer wasn't correct.
This is going to be good to her. I'm going to sign and give it to her. But I just want to say it's been a cool experience doing Rocksteady. I've been WWE for a long time. I hope there's more. I know we can push this out with our own brand. So I hope you guys enjoy the movie. I know you will. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of comedy. There's a lot of action. And as I said, thanks for coming out and listening to me waffle on here for a lot of the hour. All great questions. Thank you.
First and foremost, go to the show floor, get your picture, get your autograph. Philadelphia one more time for Sheamus!
This video is sponsored by the Crazy Kings of Toys. Check them out for all your toy needs and find out why they are so crazy. Find them on Amazon, eBay, Bricklink, and Facebook. Links are in the description. For more Toxic Pop, visit our website at toxicpop1.wixsite.com/toxicpop. Email us at toxicpop1@gmail.com and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/toxicpop1 and Instagram at instagram.com/wearetoxicpop. Links are in the description.